You can rest assured, man is not going to destroy the earth. The only person that's going to destroy this earth is God. Like in the day of Noah when he was preaching, and he told them to come in the ark. But at that time it didn't rain. They didn't believe. But it rained. And it rained. And it rained. And when that period was over, he said, I'm not going to destroy the earth again by water. But he said by fire. So when we hear wars and we hear rumors of wars, just know that he is close. He's close. But man will not destroy this earth. God, he's going to put the last stamp on it. So that's the one that we need to be certain. Because at the end of the day, he controls the world. It don't matter how strategic their plan is, how they got this and that at the end of the world. None of that is going to destroy this earth. You can God the only one going to snuff these lights out in this world. That's the man that we need to serve. Then he said, not to cease until the end of the earth. He breaketh the bow and cutteth the spirit in sunder. He burneth the chariot in fire. They will say, it's Jesus. Mom, he likes to say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. What's his name? Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That's at the end, that's all it's gonna be. He said, be still. This is where I want to get. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob. So in the end, know that Jesus is God, and He's going to be exalted. And if we exalt Him, He's going to exalt us. If we, that's the part of the equation that people miss. You know, we might be intelligent, we might be educated, we might be doing this and that and the other, but we always got to give God praise. And I used to wonder when I was looking young, when people see their awards, you know, look at the awards show and everything, and it be most stuff. They say, I thank the Lord. First I thank God for not enabling me to be able to have this gift. We know that it's God that helps us to succeed. And that's why you see a lot of folks, when we get up there on the big stage, we'll say, I thank God for this, I thank God for that. Because we know when you've been through the struggle, you've been through the fire, you know. Amen. Some people, they haven't been through the fire. They haven't been through the sick. Sometimes you look at a person, but you don't know what they've been through. You don't know their story. But if you listen, you'll find out what their story is. If you take the time, that sometimes you talk to people, they just overtalk. You ain't never get that in. But if you take the time to listen, you will know people's story. And you'll get better understanding their story. And I don't know that you guys get a chance to look at the convention this week. Democrats had the convention, but me and Obama was listening. And Obama come on. And you know what? Obama has always been a cool kind of guy. Even when the pressure was on him, he always was a cool kind of guy. So he was in there and he was talking to us, and he said, the people that disagree with you, he said, you have to listen to them. Because you don't know where they're coming from. You don't know what plans they got. You don't know unless you listen. But sometimes people want to shut out everybody that don't agree with them. You may not agree, but I want to hear why you don't agree. I ain't going to debate with you about, well, tell me what your story is. We take the time to hear the story. Sometimes we make it say something that can turn that person around, put that person in the right direction, or they make it say something that can put me up another level. So in the end, it's like, be still and know that I am God. So whatever you do, you keep God in that equation. So I want to go over here and read a little bit in Isaiah. Isaiah, we want to encourage you today to put God in your life and know that He will be there for you. On 26 of Isaiah, it said, in that day shall this song be sung in the land of Judah. We have a strong city, salvation will God appoint for walls and bulwarks. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. Thou willest keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusts in thee. Trust ye in the Lord forever, for the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. That's just encouraging us to get to know God, because He is our strength. He is our bulwark. He is in the scripture that say, and build upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets. The apostles and the prophets. Jesus Christ is being the chief cornerstone. And when they build a house, they're going to make sure that it's, even if they build it of wood, up under the wood, the foundation is going to be brick. Or it's going to be concrete. Built upon the foundation of the apostles and the prophets. Jesus Christ is going to be the chief cornerstone. So we know that if it's concrete, if it's brick, it's strong. Any products that you build to make a foundation, a bridge, it's going to be strong. And that's how Jesus is. When we, as I've said before, when you feel that you're walking alone, and nobody is there with you, rest assured that He don't pick you up. That's what I say, Jesus will pick you up. If you have to reach way down, you may be way down. You may be at your lowest point. Some people get so low, they want to take their life. Some people get so low, they overdose, they drink, they do lots of stuff. It don't just have to be an overdose. Sometimes they're spending up all their money trying to get happy. People do a lot of stuff. But if they put Jesus in their life, it'll help build you up. It'll help bring you up. You'll have that support you need. So it said, trust ye in the Lord forever, for in the Lord Jehovah is everlasting strength. So that's where our strength is. I got another scripture I want to take to you guys. We're going to try to bring them home to you. Philippians 4 chapter and the 6 and 7. It says, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving. It says, let your requests be known unto God, and the peace of God, which passes all understanding, shall keep your heart and minds through Jesus Christ. So it says, be careful for nothing. A lot of times, people want you to do this, and they want you to do that, but you got to figure out what it is that you ain't going to be doing. You got to figure out what you ain't going to be doing, because sometimes you can give all of yourself to everybody else. Sometimes mothers, they give their all to everybody. The children, the husbands, the great-grandchildren, and then they be sick, stressed, and everything. But you have to take a minute to figure out what you're not going to be doing. Because sometimes the young people, now my mama always been the speaker with us, me and my brothers, about us getting up working and not buying her by her money. When we keep coming to her, talking about, Mom, I need this for gas, Mom, I need this for that, she'll say, I think you need a second job. So the moms have to figure out what all they ain't going to be doing. Because sometimes, if you don't be careful, you'll be exhausted your whole self and everybody else. I'm not saying that we don't help each other, because you do take the time. I take the time to do charity. I take the time to do a work where I'm not getting paid, because I don't have to get paid to help people. That people need to get them in their head. Grandma, big mama come and say, see, I need you to take me to the store. Okay, grandmama. Here's some money. Don't need no money, grandmama. Sometimes you can't, the grandmama can't get a ride to the store, because you gotta go borrow some money for somewhere else and get some gas for the car. Don't mess with grandmama. Leave grandmama alone. So what I'm trying to say, sometimes we need to do stuff seeds in your life. In order to get something, you gotta give. You gotta give of yourself. We need, sometimes I need, sometimes you need. But even in our need, you still can help somebody else. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy, just take it all for yourself. Take all the good stuff for yourself. I'll tell you some of the folks who at the thrift shop, sometimes people donate you some stuff, they donate some good stuff. And the people that's in the thrift shop, they buy it all before the other people get it. But you gotta leave something for somebody else. Spread the love. Spread the joy. Help somebody. Don't be always a taker. Be a giver. And that don't necessarily be money all the time. You gotta get that in your mind. It's not money all the time that you gotta be giving. Sometimes it's a letter. Somebody can't write. They need you to write a letter. Take the letter, put it in the styrofoam, take it to the post office. Sometimes it can be sympathy that you can do to help somebody. But when you help somebody, that's sowing good seeds, and that good gonna come back to you. All the good that you can do, that's why I try to always do some good. And sometimes, some people, I always been stingy with my money. I always been stingy with that. My uncle, I can't remember which one of them, but one of my uncles, I didn't carry a pocketbook, especially around New Jersey. Because when you carry a pocketbook, you don't think you got money. So one of my uncles said, he said, "Sam, why you don't carry no pocketbook?" "No, I ain't got that, uncle." Because see, if I ain't got no pocketbook, I can't get out of here some money. I always been stickler with my money. And I say to myself, when you strong like I am, don't on work. But I still find time to give people sometimes people come along, they catch me, they say, I need a meal. Sometimes they don't want no money, they just want a meal. One lady saw me, she said, "Can you give me something?" I said, "Well, what you want to eat?" She said, "Anything." So I went on to the store and got the food, and she was still in the neighborhood when I got there and gave it to her. So sometimes you may not want to give, but to sow a good seed. If you want some good to come back to you, you got to start giving something. You got to start providing a service to somebody. Like I say, you ain't got to be money all the time. It could be cleaning somebody's house. It could be cooking somebody a meal. Somebody needs something to eat. Sometimes I think my mama went somewhere. She was with one of the mothers in the church, and she was preparing to go out of town, and everybody was running around doing this, Mama got in the kitchen with the boiling some water. Boiling water for some grits. Boiling water for some cream of wheat and oatmeal. Putting the grease in the frying pan for the fish and the bacon. Putting the toast in the toaster. When she put the spread out, the old lady said, "This is the best thing that happened to me today." So sometimes it be the small things that make people day. A meal, sweeping the porch, watching the car, cutting the grass, trimming the hedges. Do something so you can sow good seed, so you can do some charity, so that can come back to you. Know that I am God. And one thing about Jesus, when he was out and about, he always was helping somebody. He always was healing somebody. And I heard my mom say, he saved somebody in a hospital bed. Whenever the woman that had the issue of blood, she had spent all her money. She had been to all the doctors in the world. Mama said, he saved her a hospital bed. He saved her when he healed her body. That's why I said you got to know Jesus, because he'll help you. He'll help you. He'll help you to know to do what you need to do. If you had an addiction, and if you came to God and he helped you to break it, all of that money, all of the resources that you had that was going in that direction or going another direction. If you was in a relationship, because sometimes people be in a bad relationship and they can't get out of it. Sometimes you you say, man, let the other man come out of that. But sometimes they can't get out of it. But if you find Jesus and he helped you to get out of that abusive relationship, he helped you to get out of that bad circumstances that you in, that's one less stress you ain't got to deal with no more. That's one less problem you don't have to deal with no more. So I go back to know that I am God. Know that he will be there for you. He's going to make a way for you. He's going to provide for you. And I just tell you guys, I always wanted to be this famous person. When I was living, I always wanted to be famous and be connected to somebody. That's all I wanted to do. And when I was living, I was telling them last night, I had wrote a letter to the river. And I wish, I guess I might have been just too young at the time to think about it, to make a copy of it so that I could keep it for my record, but I didn't make a copy of it. But I wrote this letter. I can't remember what all I wrote in the letter, but I was thanking her for her contribution, her march on Washington. I can remember it just as clear as day, writing that letter. And I got that letter, and I put that letter in the envelope. I didn't even know the address. But I knew that they called it the Martin Luther King Center for Nonviolence, and I put Peachtree on it, and I mailed it out. And it didn't come back, because if you mail a letter to the wrong address, or if it's no address, they send the letter back to you. The letter didn't come back to you, so it went where it was supposed to go. So sometimes you have in your mind that you want to be this and you want to be that, but it may not come in the way that you wanted to come in. My dream to be famous, my dream to be connected to somebody rich and big had come to fruition, but that might not have been my calling. My calling has been to help St. Peter. This is my church where I'm at. This is famous. Wherever you at, whatever you do, you rest assured that's famous. That's important. Because sometimes people, that's how they get into these organizations, because they feeling that is better than where I'm at. Where you at and who you are is famous. Just look at your history. You ain't got to go far. Just look at your history and where you come from. Who your people is. Where they come from. In everybody's family. Just start reading just in your own family history. You got important people in your own family. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. It might be a little bit comfortable. Like I say, I always want to be somebody famous or connected. So my grandmother's name is L.A. King. And I asked Grandma, I said, Grandma, is we securing the Martin King? She said, yeah. I never did ask her about B.B. King. But when we got down there at Atlanta to the family reunion, I raised my hand, because I had never been a person scared to ask a question. I raised my hand because my older cousin and all, they had this book that they had went and did the family research. And I ain't seen nowhere about Martin Luther King. I ain't seen none of that yet. But I raised my hand. I said, I want to know if we should kill Martin Luther King. And my cousin said, no. I raised my hand again. I want to know if we should kill B.B. King. She said, no. She said, we might be scared of Bonnie and Clyde. Oh. Yeah. So, I just said that sometimes you make that, because I was just trying to find where I was connected. But it wasn't no connection. But the fact of the matter is, you is famous in your own audience. You, your family, and that's why I say, read your history of your family. Some of your folks is some famous people. Some of your folks done invented something back in the day. So if we teach our people, that's what we need to do more, because if they want to take the history out of it, not that Florida, take it out. But you start reading and digging in your history, you're gonna see how famous you is. Now, I didn't kill one people. Lord knows I want to be scared to it. But I'm some kin to some important people. And that's my legacy. your family and the people that's in your family that's important. You reading that in there. That's your legacy, and that's something to build on. So I get encouraging other people to be all you can be. Where you are, make that important. Where you are, if you're a plumber, if you're a contractor, because I'm telling you, they making these plumbers, these contractors, these electricians, they making a killing. They ain't been to Harvard, but they're making a killing because they done learned the trade, they're taking that trade, and they're making their own area important. You make your own environment important, and don't let nobody tell you that you can't. And all our churches that coming along, we encouraging them to go and be as far as they can go. My mama didn't go to college, but they pushed me to go to college. Now they try to push me the whole time. I don't make it stop. You have to make up in your mind what all you ain't gonna do. They were trying to push me to go to get a master's, trying to push me to go and do this and that and the other, but I just stopped right at the back. So I can help some of my other relatives, these younger minds. See all these kids right here, their minds is young. They can, these little bitty babies, you don't know nothing about no phone, you don't know how to go and pull your pictures, you don't know how to give your phone to that baby. They know exactly, elementary, kindergarten kids, they know what to do. Their minds is quick, and they can understand. So my younger folks coming up, I push them to get the masters, and I push them to get the PhDs, so they can do it. But as you go older, you start working right where you at. Because I ain't gonna be able to go to no more college. I ain't doing it, I just ain't doing it. But then I can help somebody else do it. So make your own area important. Make it to be something that you're proud of. I heard Kamala say, she said they lived in the Bay Area in California, and she said they had the flat, and then I think they had the heaters. And she said we lived in the flat, but amongst plumbers, construction workers, road builders. And she said everybody took pride in their area. And they, like she said, they mowed their yards, they trimmed the hedges. The point I'm trying to make is when you make that important. Don't let nobody tell you that you ain't important. Can't nobody tell me I ain't important. I'm important. I got rich histories. I got great aunts. I got my mother. I got a lot from her whole mother. I got a lot of history, and I'm proud of that. So, and that's what helps our kids to feel like they're a part of something. They don't have to be a part of a game. They don't have to be a part of this organization. I'm a part of my family. That's what I'm a part of. And I'm a part of my education. I'm a part of the work that I'm doing. And while I mentioned that, I'm coming to a close. While I mentioned that education and the work. Now, what I find as I'm getting older, because I hit 58 this year. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. I hit 58. But as I look around, and I look at the world, technology is good. I'm not saying it's not good. It's good. You need to know the technology ain't everything. I be walking sometimes and people don't even see me walking past and they got their head in that phone. A bomb can fall on you. You won't know it's coming. A truck can be flying into you. You won't know it's coming. Because we consume. All on the job. Consume with the phone. You ain't doing your job. You got an accident on your job, but you feel alive. You feel alive and say, no, that happened, no, that didn't happen, but using your phone, you ain't see it. You ain't see it happen. Some of these incidents and accidents and all that happen, they consume. So technology is good, but you don't want to get consumed in it. And people, I have my phone somewhere, I don't even want to wear it, it be somewhere. And so my folks, let me tell you, the phone ring, I don't care about that phone. You know why I don't care about that phone? I have to pay the bill. But if it would make me some money now, I would be stuck to the hip, but it ain't doing that. So I have it over here, over there, you know, laying somewhere, because it ain't important. So don't get so consumed with the technology and miss out on the knowledge that you gotta have, the education that you have, the people that you gotta meet. You gotta meet people. You can't meet nobody in the phone. I mean, you can with the chat and with this and with that, but you don't live. But me, how you doing today, Mom? How you today, Mom? I see you. I can talk with you. I can get an understanding of you. I can hear your story. I can feel your story. So, in what we do, with all the education, all the technology, let's not forget to be personal. Let's not forget to meet and greet the people that you see. I get real frustrated with my nephews and all that. Put that phone up. Talk to me. Let's talk to me. Hey, who? I'll talk to one of my nieces. I know I'm joking, but they come up to you sit. She talking to me and she had somebody else on the not talking to them, but had it. You know how you have on your FaceTime? I said, hang that up right now. Who that is? Tell them part of, I'm in part of it right now. We have to teach our children, because at the end of the day, it's these people that's around you that's going to be helping you. It ain't going to be them that's you FaceTime. And she hung it up. She hung it up. I appreciate, you know, folks, very well, because you have to teach young people. You have to teach them. That's what's important is the person, the now, what we created. This is what we created. And I thank you guys for coming today, listening, and helping us to create what we're doing here at St. Pete. And that's always been my vision, to help people get out of the community and do stuff they used to do, college prayers where you board people home and pray for people. And so she done evolved from that to feeding people in the community, helping people meet. That's personal. That we ain't on no phone network in this food. You see what I mean? You gotta get personal. Hello. I would say this is gonna take it to a close on the second prayer. The lady was on the social media. She come from New York and she went to Alabama. I love the South. Went to Alabama and she said the people was good morning, good morning, good morning. Everywhere she went, it was good morning. She said she would ride the highway. Somebody was waiting there. And she said, I done got good morning since I've been in the South. So, you know, you want to be personal with people. You want to be able to reach out and touch somebody. And I was thinking about the song that Michael Jackson and all of them, Quincy Jones, and all of them got together when they had that situation in Africa. Wrote that song, We Are the World. You go back, let the young people go back and look at that. All of the people, when we get together, in person, I ain't talking about saying over there, I got you connected on the internet. I'm talking about in person. It means a whole lot. So I just want you guys to be encouraged today and know that the topic of today, know that I am God, that Jesus is God, and make sure you put it in your equation. And the announcement I want to make before I say my prayer is next Saturday, for all of you that just come in. Next Saturday, we will not be doing the lunch on the next Saturday. We're going to be burying Deacon Story, the guy that was sat over here. We're going to be burying him and comforting his family on next weekend. So we won't see you guys next Saturday. We'll see you the following Saturday. All right? So let's just have a prayer. Lord, we thank you for our gathering on this day. We thank you for